Hey guys, what's up? This is Steven here, aka StanForestW, with a sort of unboxing type video review thing. Just got the box in just now, let me grab it. Boom. Alright. So, I don't know why I'm acting like it's a surprise, because the title's gonna say what it is. We're gonna open it up with this cool new knife I got a couple days ago. It's like armored dragon claw with a knife on the tip right here. Make sure I don't show you guys my address. GoPro HD Hero. Alright. I bought several different accessories so that I'd be ready right when it gets here. There's a tripod adapter, just in case I'd need that for anything. Always important to have. An extra battery. Rechargeable lithium-ion battery for the HD Hero. Skeleton housing. This is a housing that's not waterproof, so you can have quick, easy access of cords to plug it in here, and the sound recording is better. And SD card, you got a 16 gigabyte. I figured I'd get the 16 gigabyte because it can actually hold more space than the length of the battery life, and a 32 gigabyte was more than the price of two 16s, so I'll just get one for now and another one later. Now let's see, we've got the LCD backpack, recently came out, I believe. It allows you to attach the LCD screen to the back of the GoPro, which makes it like a regular functioning digital camera. And boom, finally, the GoPro. I got the Helmet Hero version, so yeah, the box is very nice. Can record 720p, 960p, and 1080p. 60 frames per second option on the 720p. Also, the viewing angle is much wider on the 720p version than it is on the 1080p. Comes with a vented helmet strap, 2 curved adhesive mounts, 2 flat adhesive mounts, head strap, like a miner's light head strap, 3-way pivot arm, and cables. The viewing angle at 1080p is 127 degrees. Viewing angle at 720p is 170 degrees, which is a huge difference. I'm mostly going to be recording in 720p at 60 frames per second, but I'm going to do some testing first. One thing I don't like is that it only records in mono, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's open it up. Alright, so this is the head strap thing. Goes around like a mining cap, like that, and tighten it. This is probably what I'm going to be using. Component out cables, regular standard definition and audio, and high definition component. USB data stream cable. Alright, these are the adhesive mounts, and yeah, 3-way pivot arm in there, which is cool. More on that later. And then this is just a regular helmet strap, I believe. How do I get it out? God. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wow. You really underestimate how small it is. Holy crap. I believe it, yeah, it comes with the waterproof housing. It's a stiff joint moving thing. Loosen that up after a bit of use. And I believe it comes apart like this. Pull on this tab right here. There we go. This pops off. Unfold the waterproof housing and pop it out. Wow! Holy crap! Look at how small that is. Let's see, what can I do? Here we go. Xbox controller. Look at that. Holy crap. That is quite amazing. Here's the battery. Pretty small. Everything is just, it feels so well made. These guys are like the Apple of video cameras. Bit of a tight fit. That's good. For best sound and high wind use, less than 100 miles per hour, use non-waterproof door. Greater than 100 miles per hour, use waterproof door. As you can see, the different resolutions right here. 720p at 60 frames per second, 720p at 30 frames per second, and 1080 at 30 frames per second. Like I said, the high resolution, the viewing angle is much wider on 720p than it is on 1080p. So I'm probably going to use 720p most of the time. Like I said, 1080p files are pretty big, and I'd only use them when it's really worth it. Alright, I'm going to read the manual a bit, then I'll come back. Alright, so I got it situated on the helmet strap. It hangs above my head. And what I'm going to do is turn it on. Alright, here we go. I'm going to tweak with some of the settings a bit. What I'm just going to do is go through the settings. There's a few different ones. I'm going to set it to record upside down. That's a setting I didn't know about. It was not in the advertised features for it, but it can actually record upside down, like that. That's regular and that's upside down, so that it will actually flip the image in the camera so that you don't have to go flip it in your video editing program. That is amazing. That is really a huge bonus for this. Really cool. And I'm probably not going to use the USB cable that much because I do have a media card reader on my computer, so I'll just pop the SD card out and pop it into my computer. It's probably going to be faster that way than running it through a USB cable. There are only 2 buttons on the camera, so navigating the menu is somewhat tedious. We're going to open up the LCD backpack. Actually, you know what? Let's open this first, the skeleton housing. We're going to be using this for recording full-length airsoft games because the sound quality will be better and there will be less, I mean there's more gaps, so the sound quality is better, and there's no worry for water damage when I'm in an airsoft game. Unless, but you know, I always bring it with me just in case it starts to rain or something. I would attach it, but I actually don't need to right now because now we're gonna open up the LCD backpack. Very excited about this. This is what made me get this camera. Because, as I mentioned in my last video, what was good about my flip setup with this helmet here is that I positioned the viewfinder of the flip in front of my eyes so that I could see exactly where to put my gun. Before now, I would not have been able to do that with the flip. With the GoPro HD Hero. But now I can. And I am very excited about that. Once again, very nice packaging. Here it is. It plugs into the back of the camera. Show that in a second. And this part of the box are all the expansions for the housing, because this is wider and it comes with each of these different things so that you can attach it to the camera and keep it waterproof. Let's see, which one am I going to be using? Waterproof door for the standard one, waterproof door for the wrist, non-waterproof for the wrist, non-waterproof standard. Here we go. So I'm mostly going to be using this one. It's a shame because this screen was $80 extra, and you are paying for all of these extra things. I wish that you could like have check boxes in the order screen where you pick which ones you actually need, so you don't have to pay for the ones you don't need. So I'm probably never going to get the wrist housing, but yet I have 2 adapter pieces for the wrist housing that I did have to pay for. I may need a firmware update. It attaches like so. Clip it in here first. Boom. And then pop it in like that. Hang on, I gotta get a firmware update. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we get the backpack working. I had to update the firmware, and that was quite an ordeal as it required the battery to be fully charged. It wasn't really that big of a deal, I just had to wait a while. So now we're going to go ahead and throw it into the skeletal housing attached to this like 3-joint arm thing attached to the headlamp style strap. The camera is set in upside down mode. Very excited about this. When I'm playing airsoft, my hair all messy. It'll probably look better when I have a balaclava on or something. There we go. Oh boy. So, when I'm playing airsoft scenes, I'll have to aim. I'll put it over my left eye, but when I'm shooting a video or something, I'll put it over my right eye. And like I said, it is fairly adjustable. So I'm about to shoot it right now. Going to compare different settings between different wide angle amounts, as well as 1080p, 720p, 960p. Just going to do the standard thing over and over again with each video format. Let's do that right now. Now in HD. Now in slow motion. And now in 1080p. Alright, so those were the different settings. I'm still not exactly quite sure which ones I'm going to be using. I'm going to have to do some more testing tomorrow in some better light situations because, like my other HD camera and most of them, like the flip and everything else, everything gets really grainy in low light situations. So I'll go out tomorrow during the day and mess around with it a little more, and that will probably help me figure out better which setting's the best. Or you know what? You guys can help me decide. Just leave a comment right now and tell me which one you like the best. So, yeah, that's it. Like this video, too. Like it, and subscribe. Because next week there's going to be a full Airsoft match going up, from my point of view. It'll be my first Airsoft game. I have hundreds of dollars worth of guns, but they're all props until this Sunday. They will become Airsoft guns. So, yeah. That's it. Hope. Well, have a good night. Subscribe, like, favorite, comment, blah, blah, blah. Have a good one.